Good afternoon, everybody. Jeff from Rust Bucket Valley Garage. I'd like to show you something today. Um, when you take and go to the gas station and you take and fill up your tank, okay, if you overfill your tank, okay, that's where the gas cap is on the S10s, there is another pipe that comes off the side of the filler neck, and it goes over to the charcoal canister. Okay, and if gasoline gets into the charcoal canister, it contaminates the charcoal in there, and then you have problems with your emission system. Okay, so we recently had to take and change a charcoal canister, and this is basically what it looks like. It's a black plastic box, and it's full of charcoal, and there are, or let me say, this is about where it sits on this particular vehicle here, okay, but this is for another kind of vehicle. Okay, so you have a vent here that takes and comes from the fuel tank and collects fuel vapors in this charcoal media that is inside here, and then there's another pipe that's underneath here. It takes and goes up through a valve, and then it goes into your intake manifold, and when the engine control module will take and command that valve to open up, it will take and purge this whole thing of those vapors and burn them in the intake manifold. Okay, it's got another little pipe right here that opens up and adds a little bit of air to it. Okay, so when you're working with this with the scan tool, the pipe that takes and comes off here goes to a valve that you can go 0 to 100%, and you can see that on your scan tool. It's one of the tests you can do to take and make sure that the purge valve is actually working. Okay, but I've always wondered from a young age, when I take things apart, what they're made of, how they're made. So what we actually did is we are going to take this and we are going to cut it up, and I am going to show you what is inside of here. So we are back in the workshop, and this is the canister, and it's been removed from the tray that it's in. They used to mount it underneath the chassis, and what we did is we took a cut right here with our bandsaw, and we took one cut here and it wasn't deep enough, so we took another cut. Okay, so if you take and open this up, okay, you should take and do it over a pan, okay, because it's a charcoal canister, and what is it full of? Well, it is full of charcoal, okay, but the way this looks on the inside is there is a plate here that has two springs underneath it that go ahead and hold the charcoal under some pressure, and then there's a piece of foam that is on here, okay, and unfortunately we cut that when we cut it, okay, and you can see that this is full of charcoal, okay, and we're going to take and dump this out and look on the inside there and see if there's anything else that we want to take a look at. Okay, so we got this on the tray, and we're going to take and empty this out, and there is a lot of charcoal, and it's got a strong smell of gasoline, so there were some vapors in here. Okay, so there is a lot. Okay, so if you look down in the side here, okay, where the inlets are, okay, which is right here, okay, there is a filter, okay, all the way down at the bottom. You can see it in the center of the circle there, and then there is another filter on the purge valve air that's ambient, right here. Okay, and that is basically the whole thing. From a very young age, I like to take things apart, find out what makes them tick, and this wasn't that interesting, but you know, uh, we get bored around the shop sometime, and we take things apart and want to see what they're made of and everything. But anyway, if you've ever wondered what's inside a charcoal canister, this is what's inside a charcoal canister. Okay, and it's charcoal. So this is some kind of media here. It's almost like a fine sand, okay, but the black is actually charcoal. So I really don't know what this fine sand is, you know, what the function is or anything, but that's what it looks like inside a charcoal canister. Okay, hope I gave you a little bit of information. If you were curious, then curiosity satisfied. Okay, we'll see you next time. Have a great day.